Following the intense drama of Hogsty Reef, where Chip proposed to me and then on the following day hit a reef, we were on our way to our next destination, Great Inagua. And if today wasn't dramatic enough already, we are heading into a thunderstorm of some sort.
Yeah, it's currently about 6 miles out from us. We're hoping we skirt right under it to the left of it. And at this point, 2/3 of it are to the left of our course. But we've heard some thunder, and the radar's showing some pretty intense cells up ahead. So we're getting ready to, if we get within 3 miles of it, looks like it's going to hit, we're going to turn up in and dump the sails and get ready.
Fortunately, we managed to avoid the worst of this storm. We dropped our sails as winds were coming from every direction and motored the rest of the way to Montego Bay in Great Inagau on the northwest coast. We were both pretty scared and wary from this morning's experience, but the anchorage was calm, although very deep. We had to deploy all of our chain plus rope to make sure of the holding. We called our friends who were tracking us to reassure them we were okay and settled down for a nice meal of pasta with tomato and goat's cheese. As the sunset came, so did the mosquitoes. However, our mosquito nets and citronella candles kept most away, and we survived the night without being eaten alive. We both slept well, unsurprisingly.
Matthewstown.
We're in Matthewstown.
Did I pass?
Here we are, a little harbour. So we're just going to explore.
All right, let's go to the
And get
right
some provisions.
grocery store. Wow. Yep. Generator. Wow.
Butterflies everywhere. For a sailor, Chip has a strange obsessional love of shipwrecks. He's found another one.
You see where the boat hit the dock?
And here's another one that's parked up in a car park. And goodbye, Great Inagau.
Later that afternoon, we left Matthewstown and headed for Jamaica. Our destination was Montego Bay, and we'd sail between Cuba and Haiti to get there. Quite a long stretch.
Chip is finally doing his own laundry today.
I think I did it once before.
Yeah, he did it once. That was 2 months ago.
A while ago, yeah. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Later on, we were joined by a pod of dolphins. For about 45 minutes, they hung around the boat. I usually find the faster you're going, the longer they hang around, but in this case, we were going fairly slowly. So I'm guessing we were the only game in town. bit later, the wind died completely and we turned on the engine. So we wanted to keep heading towards Jamaica in the advent of hurricane season. We came across this bird floating on a log. He seemed to just be resting there. We offered him a ride, but he didn't seem to want to jump on board.
I'm not sure yet.
Let's see, we're driving along and all of a sudden the motor started sounding like a helicopter. And as I went to shut it off, it died on its own accord. Diagnosis was something wrong with the fuel pump. We did find that we had low voltage to the fuel pump. So I've run a temporary wire off the ignition terminal of the alternator down to the fuel pump, and we're back in business. And then we cleared some sargassum that had accumulated on the prop shaft. And we're ready to rock.
On we go.
Here you can see the sargassum that had accumulated and the bent rudder with the lower bushing dropping out at the bottom of the boat. No leaks, so we were good to get back to Cayman.
Hi, Chip. We have now nearly done 300 miles at sea, and we're in our third day. And we've had interesting weather, which has been against us most of the way. How are you feeling?
It's very tired.
And why may that be?
Sleep deprivation.
Worrying about everything.
But we're having the best naps ever, you know.
When you do sleep, you sleep.
Sleep like a rock. You go down. Sure. Well, luckily we've had pretty decent weather, not good winds, but decent weather. And
Well, huge rolling waves, though. That's been pretty uncomfortable.
yeah, it's been roly-poly in the last 12 hours, certainly. And no real drama on this last 12 hours.
Yeah. And what's our ETA for Montego Bay?
Well, we're 49.7 miles away, and it's saying 548. I don't know if that's 548 or 648, but this thing keeps bouncing around on the time, and I literally just crawled out of bed. So haven't had time to research it yet. What's your watch say?
My watch says 5 to 10 a.m.
Oh, this thing's saying the same time, so I guess that's the right time, about 10 to 6, which is pretty good because at one point it was saying 8:30 or something ridiculous. We're taking advantage of wind and motor at the moment because otherwise we'd be crawling and we'd be another night at sea probably.
Will we be able to check in, though?
Probably not today. Probably going to have to raise our quarantine flag and stay on the boat. It's probably what's going to happen. I'll verify with this reading up on customs there, but I'm guessing their offices close at 4 o'clock or something. I tried to get us here by 4, but it just wasn't in the stars.
You never know, the winds might pick up a bit more.
Yeah, pick up like a bejesus. This one is good. You never. All right, that's it.
After 350 miles at sea, we're now finally approaching Jamaica, Montego Bay. Not very interesting at the moment.
As we approached Montego Bay, we were entertained watching the airplanes land and take off. It's fascinating because it looks like they're driving right through downtown when they're on there. It's just an illusion because the runway is between some outer land and the inland area. Jamaica is one of the largest islands in the Caribbean with a population of 2.7 million people and 4,240 square miles. Since I had last visited Jamaica in 2010, the inflation seems to have gotten a lot worse as the exchange rate on the US dollar used to be 60 to 1. Now it's 155 Jamaican dollars to 1 US dollar. Interesting factoid. More than 85% of the people on this island in the Caribbean cannot swim.
The world is divided, but love's still alive. If we stand together, we'll surely survive. Different colors, different Let's break down the walls and right the wrong.
Come on, you can do
No
it.
more hatred, no more fight.
Come on.
We'll rise together in the morning light.
Yes.
The world is divided, but love's still alive. If we stand together, we'll surely survive. Different colors, different lands, but the same heartbeat in every hand. One people, one world, we all belong. Let's break down the walls and right the wrong.
One night while in Montego Bay, we took a stroll by ourselves down the road and went to the Boathouse Restaurant. Very interesting place where you had to ride a little rope-driven ferry from the shore to the Boathouse Restaurant. The service was excellent, the food was great, and the atmosphere was amazing. I'm the big guy. I think he's on his boat though. Somebody's not on his boat. If he wants to use the radio real quick. See how the weather develops. It's looking pretty gnarly though.
Yep, it's looking as though we're going to get wet.
That's some dock steps.
There's Orion nestled in.
That's how funny they party.
Yeah, I can hear some booming high.
But it looks gnarly. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. There he is. All right. This is Sue.
Yeah, we've chatted.
Yeah, you want-